Good morning from day 144 on the PCT. Had a nice night last night.
We slept amazing. The creek makes such a difference.
Yeah, but it did rain, so luckily everything inside and we stayed dry, but tent's gonna be wet. And it's probably not gonna dry out today because there is rain in the forecast all day, like 20 to 40% every hour of the entire day, so hopefully it's just a small drizzle and not a downpour. Also, hopefully it stays beautiful today. This section has been amazing so far. The last 2 days have been incredible. Hopefully it stays like that and gets less rocky.
Yeah, I can't imagine it getting ugly, but yeah, we can hope for better forest floors. So we'll see.
We'll see. All right, let's hit the trail. We just got to the top of Piper Pass. Apparently, there are some very good views from up here. I guess we'll never know. We are almost at Glacier Lake, where we plan on camping tonight. It's supposed to be very pretty. Someone on Far Out even said, prettiest lake they've seen in Washington. So, we'll see how it looks. Almost there. Alright, that will do it for day 144 on the PCT. As you can tell, it is dark outside. Didn't get to camp till about 7 o'clock, and with the clouds and everything, got dark real quick. Ended up eating in the dark, and now it's like 8:30. We're getting ready to go to bed, and it's very dark. It was another tough day of hiking. 22.5 miles, 5,600 feet of elevation gain, so big day for sure, tough day. And unfortunately, rain started out nice, but as the day went on, it got rainier and rainier, pretty chilly towards the end of the day. Hopefully tomorrow is a little bit nicer, but we'll see. Tomorrow we have about 14 miles to Stevens Pass, and from there we are going to get into Leavenworth. So that's the plan. But that will do it for now. Talk to you guys in the morning. Cheers. Good morning from day 145 on the PCT. Had a wet night last night. Definitely drizzled all night long. And it's very foggy this morning. We're right by this majestic lake, Glacier Lake, and can't see it. So that kind of sucks.
Yeah. This is supposedly one of the most beautiful lakes on the PCT. We saw it last night with fog over it, but unfortunately this morning there's just a coating of fog all over it, so we can't see it at all.
Yeah. So we're going to pack up everything. It's going to be nice and wet this morning. We're going to make our way to Stevens Pass and get into Leavenworth from there. But we'll see what's in store after that, because hiking in the rain sucks. I mean, it's wet, yeah. It can be cold, which really sucks, especially with Anna's rain odds. So that's something else to be cautious of. But then you can't see anything, and that sucks because we're in one of the best parts of the trail for views. So it sucks hiking the Pacific Crest National Scenic Trail without the scenic portion of it. So when we get to Leavenworth, we'll look at the weather and assess what we want to do going forward, because we're getting close.
So close.
Hate to delay, but we might if the weather's just rain, which it looks like it might be for a few days. So, but for now, we just got to get to Stevens Pass. So let's hit the trail. Sure, a lot of you are already familiar with the different types of fun. Type 1, Type 2, Type 3 fun. Type 1 fun, for those who aren't aware, Type 1 fun is having fun in the moment. Like you're doing something, like riding a roller coaster, or you're at a comedy show, or at a party with friends. Something that's fun while it's happening. Type 2 fun is when it's not fun while it's happening, but you can look back at it afterwards and remember it as fun. That's a lot of backpacking. That's what a lot of this trip has been. Kind of work and suffering and some misery during the day, but at the end of the day, or at the end of a casual trip or whatever, you can look back at it and think, wow, that was actually fun. It was work, but I had a good time. Type 3 fun is not fun when it's happening, and not fun when you look back at it. And I think today is a Type 3 fun kind of a day. It's just cold and wet, and we're not enjoying ourselves, not getting any views, and I don't think we're going to look back at today. I'm not going to look back at today and think, well, that was fun. No. Today kind of sucks. But only about 1.5 miles left, and then we'll be at Stevens Pass.
You don't see any symptoms until you lose. You get a new dog, you want to, just let's test him.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
Alright, we made it to Leavenworth, and first stop is at the Munchin House. Munkin House?
Something like that.
I'm butchering that. But of course, had to get a couple drinks here. These go out to Joe and Elsie. We are indeed having a good time. So, Prost.
Danke! Good morning from day 146 on the PCT. We are here in Leavenworth. This is a cute little Bavarian themed town. We made it here after a 4-day stretch. It was a tough stretch. The first 2 days are really beautiful, especially that first day. We had amazing weather. That was one of the best days on trail, if not the best day. The last 2 days were very tough. It was drizzly conditions on and off all day. I had several bouts of Raynaud's attacks because of the cold weather, which made for kind of an anxious final 2 days on that stretch. And I was convinced I was done. I had a really hard time, especially that last day. I was discouraged, but the weather's beautiful today. And we are looking at the forecast. It looks like it should be decent enough the next few days, but there might be some drizzles ahead.
Maybe on and off little drizzles, but not continuous like it has been the last couple of days. So it should be much more manageable.
Yeah. But anyway, happy to be here.
Yeah, and it is crazy, and this is going to end up being our final stretch. There is another closure up ahead. There's the Miners Complex Fire, I believe it's called. And even though the section of trail isn't that big that's closed, I think it's like 20 or 30 miles, it's just at a terrible place. Like, we'd have to hike 3 days to the closure, and then there's nowhere to go. There's a pretty rugged detour that you could take around it if you exit the trail early, but from the comments we've seen, it looks really rough. And we don't mind rough. Like, obviously we did the over the top route earlier in the Sierra. We just did these road walks around the another minor fire in southern Washington. I forget the name of it, by Mount Adams. We don't mind the detours, but this one seems like too much.
Yeah, pretty precarious. Lots of blowdowns, and then I think there's like a sketchy river crossing that we're not at the point where we're gonna tackle that, so unfortunately we will be going around.
Yeah, so we're skipping around that, and the best way to do it is skip from here in Leavenworth up to Stehekin. And so there's some transportation we have to figure out. We have to get a ride to Keelan. I don't know how to say it, I'm sorry. Maybe you can help us out there. And then we have to take a ferry to Stehekin, and then I think there's a van or a shuttle that takes you back to the trail from there. So some logistics to figure out, but we're going to skip around this fire. And that only leaves like 4.5 or so days to the border. So 5 days, we're going to be tagging the border and finishing the trail.
Yeah. And then 2 days back from that. Yeah. We're super excited. We're going to hit that sign, and then we're going to walk right back 30 miles. Since we do not have our Canada permits, unfortunately, they did not come in time. Due to the fires and skipping, we ended up applying to the Canada entry permits. That was our original plan. But now it looks like, we have to backtrack like 2 days to Hearts Pass, and then go from there. But this is the last 0 day here in Leavenworth. Yeah. Last 0 day, last day of laundry, last day of getting a resupply. This is going to be a bittersweet 0 day. It's definitely bittersweet.
But it's a nice spot for it. This is a nice little town.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Leavenworth or heard of it, you should look it up. It's a really cute Bavarian-themed town. We just ate half our body weight in pastries. Very delicious. So lots else to explore and eat around here. So we're going to get to it.
Yeah. All right. We're almost talking for 4 minutes now. So, yeah. And we'll give out some cheers, too. But that's going to do it for now. We'll see you guys at some point today. All right, our 0 day in Leavenworth, we actually decided to grab a couple glasses of wine. So these ones go out to our favorite couple on trail, Harrison and Acacia. Very unnecessary to get us these, considering you are also hiking, but thank you guys so much.
Really appreciate it.
Prost.
Prost and Danke.
I'm getting ready for Oktoberfest.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and after a quick trip to the gear store and after lunch, we made our way to the Bushel MB tap room. This goes out to Vladimir B.
This one goes out to Mare and Tom again, my friends that recently met us. Where was that?
Snoqualmie Pass.
Snoqualmie Pass Saltler. They recently met us, but they donated to us again, so thank you guys so much.
Cheers, guys.
All right, so we're at...
Ice School Brewing. We have gondolas.
All right, for our next cheers, we're gonna head into this gondola here.
Actually wobbles.
Immersive experience.
This one goes out to our good friends Liz and Ben. Thank you guys so much for following along. Can't wait to see you guys when you get back. Cheers.